What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we are going to be doing a run through of how to set up RPCS3 version 0.24 alpha to run Infamous on your PC. Disclaimer, I am running a 12700K, a 3080 Ti, and 3000 megahertz 32 gigabyte RAM. And I'm also going to be running this off of an SSD. All of these things will relate to me having better performance, so make sure you're taking into consideration what your PC is and running. Although the PS3 is an older system, simulating and emulating PPU cores, SPU, and all of those other things can be extremely taxing, even though the PS3 ran on a 5400 RPM HDD and not a lot of RAM and not the most powerful CPU ever or GPU ever. I just want to real quick clarify, this isn't exactly an easy thing to run, so your performance will vary. Anyways, starting off with the video, we are going to go get these files right here. You're going to need RPCS3 version 24 is when I'm making this. It should work with future updates, and the PS3 update pup. So let's get into that. So to get RPCS3, you're just going to head over to RPC3 or RPCS3.net, click on download, and get the version that you need. So if you're running this on Windows, you're going to get the Windows version. If you're running this on a Steam Deck or on a Linux PC, you're going to get that one, and macOS is for this one. The installation should pretty much be the same across the board. You're just going to be moving files around pretty much the same way, and I will probably have an entire video on how to set up RPCS3 on a Steam Deck at a later point. Next, you're going to want to have this website available to you. This is the ps3.aldostools.org. This is just a website for grabbing updates for games. You can type in the title ID, which I'll show you how to get once we get into that section. Next, you're going to want to have the rpcs3.net wiki available to you with the help default settings. This will just give you all of the information you need on what you are changing and why you are changing them. Then you're going to want to have the RPCS3 wiki for the game of your choice. In this case, we're going to be taking a look at the Infamous one, and we'll probably be working on the BCUS 98119, just because I have a general idea of what that means and it has to do with my location. The specific information we're looking at today is these two settings, and I'll be adding in some extra settings to help people get better experience playing this game. And we can go ahead and pop open the known issues so that we have a general idea of what's going to happen. So fire or smoke effects currently don't render correctly and will appear pixelated or translucent depending on the area you are in. So this is an issue that I have not seen yet with my settings, and hopefully my settings will fix this. So once you have everything downloaded, you should have, again, these two files. If you're curious on what you need to do with a 7-zip folder, you can go ahead and go back to the internet. Go to 7-zip.org, and there you go. This is for Windows. Once you have that installed, you'll be able to change this file type by going into Properties and then going to Change and then doing Browse Apps on your PC. Choose App on your PC, 7-zip FM. And this will give you the GUI to graphical user interface to then decrypt this into its correct files. So once we have these two, we're just going to put them on our desktop, or you can put them wherever you want. I'm going to make a new folder. I'm going to name it test RPCS3 just because this is a test. I already have the application installed. We're just going to right click, drag 7-zip, extract here. It's just going to auto run, and we can delete that. Next, we're going to open up our RPCS3 folder, and we're going to get this. Double click the launch. I'm going to give you the quick start guide. Do not show. There we go. And as you can see, 0.24 Alpha Master and RPCS3 is up to date. Next, we're going to take our pup, our PS3 update here from the Sony website, and drag it in to install the firmware. And we're going to get our ISO or ROM, depending on what you have, while this does a PPU module setup. Obviously, I can't tell you where to get these games or ROMs, however you want to put it, but I can show you how to run them. That's about it. So I'm going to be running the infamous version 2.0. That is the second release. That is the one I own. I'm not sure if that's like the Gotti or something like that. I'm not sure. But this needs to complete. Make sure you let this run. Okay. Once that's done, we can go ahead and drag this in. So we have the BCUS 98119 version 1. Now it's just showing up as version 1 because it's unpatched. But as you can see over here, in game as of 2018, not running right. So if we just go, well, let's go ahead and change our audio first because I don't want this to be super loud on you. I already have the PCs turned down as well. So we need to first run the game and build a PPU module and SPU core. I typically recommend you do this early. You want to do this before changing anything because you want everything to be established and then everything to be re-established after you modify it. It does create a larger system folder for the game, but I found it results in less bugs. Down here in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see it's compiling shaders. Let me make sure this is completely default. Yeah, this is completely default. Okay. Oh, my controller isn't working. So we're going to go to pads, switch this to DualShock 4 and save it because I'm using a PS4 controller. You can see our frame right here is kind of all over the place. This is going to need to install once we're done. So we're seeing pretty decent frame rates here. And it's got really big dips. But we're establishing some of the graphics that we need.
Activation.
Some of the shaders we're going to need.
Pulse is 45. Respiration 10. Looking good, Cole.
So usually in a lot of PS3 titles and a lot of games, they want to do a very heavy grab on you right away. So this is going to be a lot of effects happening all at once. So you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, this looks fine. It probably runs fine, but not for everyone. That's the thing. This will not run great for everyone. And I'm unhappy with those settings. I don't want settings that look like that. So we're just going to set this off to the side. And we're going to go ahead and drag this out. Do a custom configuration. No. Custom configuration. And we're going to bring up, not Steam. We're going to bring up the infamous wiki here. And we're just going to follow along with what it says here. So we want to set our SPU to XFloat accuracy accurate. So right here, we want to change that to accurate. We're going to go to our GPU settings and we're going to make that Z-call accuracy relaxed. So we're going to find that, which is right here, relaxed. Multi-thread RSX on, we're going to turn that on. Asynchronous texture streaming on. And I also am going to set my frame limit to 30 just because we're going to turn on FSR just so we get some better performance. And that is it. That is all you're going to have to do. And from my experience, this will run perfectly fine throughout the entirety of the game. And if you want to have a little bit more fun with the game, go ahead and go to, I clicked on the wrong thing. Go to Manage Game Patches. It'll say new patches are available. Yes. And it will give you a all versions, all powers unlocked. And you can go ahead and turn that on. It'll apply a hack where the game will give you every single power throughout the entirety of your playthrough, meaning you don't have to really worry about progress or making mistakes. You could just play through the game maxed out, absolutely a powerhouse as Cole. And I do hope this video was helpful. We're going to launch back into the game. I'm going to do some gameplay and things like that. So those of you that want to stick around and see the performance, thank you for staying. Those of you who have already clicked off to go play the game, I hope it works out for you. Have a wonderful day. But otherwise, let's go ahead and do some checking out of how it's running. So the reason why I'm doing an FPS at 30 FPS is that I don't want a lot of frame differences in my higher and lowers. We want a very consistent input lag. That way we can adjust to it and play very consistently. Having heavy variance in your frame timing is not beneficial in that regard. So modifying that just helps. I wish you could skip this, but you can't.
Activation plus 6 minutes. Pulse is 45. Respiration 10. Looking good, Cole.
You see our shadows are a little buggy. You could probably fix that using a reshade, but I'm not ready to start showing our RPCS3 reshading yet. See, the effects are working pretty good. We want that consistent frame rate for input. That way it's much smoother to play.
Come on, man, pick up! Zeke, what the hell's going on? I think there was an explosion. No shit, there was an explosion. TV says terrorists are blowing stuff up all over the city. Meet me at the Fremont Bridge. We'll get Trish.
Zeke's so homey. Isn't he consistent throughout all the games? So as you can see, the game is running perfectly fine. It's 100% playable.
What's happening to me?
If you're able to walk, please evacuate across the bridge to the Neon. Remain calm. Emergency personnel are en route.
Is Zeke a sheriff or something? I always thought this game looked so cool. So the cutscenes are working fine.
While sliding into unconsciousness, I could somehow, I don't know, hear the voices of the dying. Thousands crushed by falling buildings or burned alive in the fires. Trish lost her sister. Almost.
So there's some tearing effects there.
I was always there, somehow sure that I'd wake up, while outside the city fell apart. A plague struck, followed by rioting,
That looks cool.
theft, rapes, civilization committing suicide. In a bullshit attempt to contain the biological threat, the federal government locked down all access in and out of the city, and we're stuck in this cage with the psychos. Cops are all but gone off the streets, either dead or too chicken shit to stand against the gangs that control things now. Outside, things were bad. But inside me, something was beginning. Scary as hell at first. Gotta understand, there was no one to talk to, no experts to consult. But with time, I'm learning to control it, master it. Just hope it's not too late.
Awesome game. Absolutely awesome game. I can't wait to play through this. There's a large open section portion of this game, and that is this. This is the part that I wanted to get to because this is typically where a lot of people start to see their frames drop off. And I wanted to show that, you know, running it like this typically is fixing a lot of the core issues.
I thought you were gonna watch TV. Batteries are dead again. You mind putting on a freak show?
Sure. I'm glad it's good for something.
Probably need to charge them all. TV's a hog.
The aiming is wonky.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm never gonna get used to the aiming though.
Nice job, man. Boob tubes are working.
Weird. It feels like I got more power.
Yeah? We try frying those dummies over there. With all the nutballs running around, it'd be nice to see how much juice you're packing. Yeah! Lay into it, man. Fry those suckers.
As you can see, I'm stable 30 FPS. Still stable.
You see that? Flying so low, thought it was gonna crash into us.
Anyways, yeah, that's about it. You know, obviously, there we go. That's better.
Hey, it's a TV jacker. I love this guy.
Just got word that the feds dropped some relief packages into Archer Square. The liars running the corporate media tell us that we're gonna get our fair share, that more is coming. Yeah, that's easy for them to say.
Anyways,
They're not the ones living in this hellhole. And the
I hope that was helpful for you guys. I hope that was helpful for people that were having issues getting this running. I hope I've given you and provided you enough evidence that this can run and does run. Even though RPCS3, as of 2018, of course, that's 4 years ago, was saying this does not run. It does. Just takes a little bit of modification to get it to run efficiently. Some PCs will be able to run this without any of those modifications. I run it with these modifications for compatibility and stability. So if you're running an older system, if you're running an AMD system or something along those lines, these settings will help get your PC running. Of course, don't forget to reference the default settings under the help section of the RPCS3 wiki in order to get more information on the things that you are changing and things that you can change to help approximate or fix any of the issues that you are facing. And if you have a specific system and you do get this running, in the comment section below, and this is something I'm going to do from this point forward, let us know what system you're running and what you did to make it work and run efficiently on your system. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button for more content like this. If you find this useful, hit the subscribe button. It lets me know. Hit the like button. It lets me know. Comment down below. It lets me know that you guys want to see more of this, and I will do it. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.